Hello and welcome to a new video, welcome to a new vlog, welcome back to another weekend in my life in New York City. I hope you're doing well, I hope you are enjoying this beautiful weather. It is so nice outside, spring is in full swing, but also summer is coming. You probably saw it on the title of this video. We're gonna do an end of spring cleaning, beginning of summer reset. It is about time. I've still kind of been cleaning here and there, obviously respect, but I haven't been deep cleaning my apartment in a little bit. So we're gonna do it today. I'm in business because I have a list. I have a plan. I listed everything I would like to clean before summer is in full swing. So I know I'm not going to be able to do everything in this video. Let's be honest, it's the weekend. The week has been long. We're not talking about it. It's done. We don't want to think about it. But I also want to be productive this weekend. We're also going to play. Maybe I'll touch on this later. But in this vlog, we're going to be super serious. Before I go through this list, you know what I'm going to say. Let's get it out of the way. If you haven't done so, please subscribe to the channel, give this video a like if you also like to be productive at home and live in a clean space. We're not pigs over here. And then leave me a comment. Let me know what I should also clean. I don't know. There's something about cleaning that I enjoy, even though I bitch about it sometimes. Obviously, what's behind me, the bed, it needs a good clean. And this is gonna be in 2 steps. I'm gonna wash the sheets and everything, the regular shebang. I also want to vacuum my mattress, clean the comforters and everything. But I know realistically, it's not all gonna be done today. I'm not starting with the most satisfying task, but needs to be done. This is going to be easy because I do it every 2 weeks on average, the bedding. And there's something about it. I hate cleaning my bed. I hate making my bed, but I love putting myself in a clean bed. The reward is what we are going to focus on. The good thing is I cleaned this cover only a week ago. I gave Harrison a bath and yes, he shedded a lot after that. So I did clean this one. So some things are done. A lot of things still need to be addressed. Not only do I want to wash my mattress cover, I also want to wash the pillow cover. Something that I've been putting off for a good 3 years. Cleaning the windows. Since I'm gonna have to install the AC, and you know that the AC, usually I put it right here in my bedroom, and that's enough to cool down the entire apartment. I'm European. I like to be hot in the summer. I really put that AC on for Mr. Harrison because unfortunately I cannot remove his fur coat and I want him to be comfortable. Since I'm gonna have to install it, and yes, I install it myself. Everything costs money these days. I like to save some by doing it myself. It's not that complicated. I've been doing it for so long now, but I am used to it. The thing about cleaning the windows and why I've never done it is because I am scared of opening them. They can fully open, but this building, this management company, my landlord, if something happens, it's gonna have to be fixed by me with duct tape. If you look through it, it looks like it's a very gray day outside, which is not. It's just completely filthy. Another thing on the list, this couch. You've never seen the couch in this state before. This is going to take the most time. I've never cleaned it. I've had it since 2023, I want to say. I love this couch. It is from Pottery Barn. It was definitely an investment. Yes, white, even though I have a pet. I've never said I was logical. I really wanted a white couch. I'm paying for it. I've always had a blanket on top of it, which I wash regularly. Right now, it is dirty. It's not even white anymore. But to be fair, the couch doesn't look that white. I know I can remove the cushions. I've never tried to clean them before. We are gonna try in this video. I also need to try to whiten this blanket. Since we're at it, I'm gonna clean the over blanket. Yes, it's a Christmas blanket. I just love it. Also, we're gonna clean the pillows, which I'm not looking forward to because you know what's gonna happen. A lot of feathers everywhere in the apartment. The hair, the feathers, I'm always battling. But it needs a good clean and it's not very white anymore. My grandma recommended me to take this when I came back from France and it's supposed to whiten everything. I'm gonna try to first clean the pillows as well as the blanket. Then I'm gonna soak it with 1 pack of this in the bathtub for, I don't know, a few hours. Then clean it again. dry it, and hopefully I can see the difference. I don't even know if this is sold in America. I mean, Vanish, we have that brand, so maybe you have that. I've never tried it. My grandma swears by it. We're gonna try. Another thing I would like to clean, the carpet. Let's be honest, it has a permanent stain because of candle wax that fell down. My fault. It's in better days. Maybe I'll try to clean it, or maybe we'll buy a new one. This little chair also needs cleaning. I do have a tool for that, a brand new tool, actually brand new tool for me, because it's a hand-me-down tool from my friends. I've never used it, but it's supposed to be great to clean upholstery. Stay tuned. I also want to clean Harrison's towels and blankets and toys, maybe the bed. I want to dust, broom, vacuum, mop, you know, the usual. So I'm gonna put that list, and you can maybe make the same one and do the same thing around your house if you enjoy cleaning, or if you don't enjoy cleaning and I just motivate you because I have that power. Let's stop talking, let's start doing. And obviously first, I think I need to start with the washing. And I'm gonna take my little laundry machine out, install it. I'm gonna put whatever I can in there, but let's face it, for Harrison stuff and the big stuff, I might just use the laundry machine downstairs. You know, terrifying that place is. This is what the couch looks like, and I've never sat down directly on it. It's definitely wider than this. I don't know if you can picture on the camera. It definitely needs a good vacuum, and then I'll remove everything. Got me feeling so deep, so deep, so deep. You got me feeling, falling into another reality, into another anatomy, right into your arms. My biggest fear with washing the covers is that they will shrink and not fit anymore. I'm taking the risk. You got me falling so deep, so deep, so deep. Locked eyes and you got my attention. I'm starting to fall in our connection. I didn't know there was love like this. Fell for you so intensely. I gave you every reason to believe. You tell me I'm the energy you need. My friends tell me that it's you. I can't believe how you deceived me. I fell too hard. I tumbled my heart. My walls crashed down. You fumbled and now I feel we've gone too far. Maybe it's not so bad. My friend gave me a little tool to clean my carpets and the couch and everything else I can, especially with a dog. Sometimes there are stains. She gave me this, which you might have seen on the social media for the last 2 years. It's the little green machine from Bissell, and when she gave it to me, it was used, so of course I wanted to clean it. I spent over 2 hours cleaning that thing, and it's still not completely clean. So I haven't used it yet. I did a try. So far, not that satisfied, because it made me lose a lot of my time, and also it means it made me lose the sunlight in the apartment. It is past 5 p.m. Harrison and I had to go on a walk, and then we met with a friend, and now I'm doing load number 3 or 4 in my little machine. The couch, I decided not to let it soak after it was clean in that white powder, because it is ivory couch, so it's not white. So I think I'm gonna let it dry, which is exactly what it's doing right now. On the other end, what is in the washing machine right now is that white cover blanket that I used. So this, I will soak it overnight. But I know that tomorrow morning we are leaving and we'll be out a good chunk of the Sunday. So I want to make sure that I at least clean the windows in my bedroom, so tomorrow night I can just install the AC before going to bed. I think this is gonna take a little bit of time, especially because it is so dirty. I'm not sure anyone has ever cleaned it, and also I'm guilty because I haven't done it. Let's hope that I can fully open and close those windows the way they should. I definitely want to clean the windows in the bedroom, and then I think this is probably going to be a video that I will continue next weekend before mosquito time and before nighttime. Let's wash those windows. I don't want to show you my street, but this is the windowsill. so you can tell how dirty it is. Also, I have a screen here for the mosquitoes and for all the bugs not to get in. This is definitely something that I cannot open to wash it, so I'm gonna have to probably just tap, tap, tap and hope for the best. The left side where the AC is gonna go is clean. It took me half an hour to do those two windows, the upper one and the lower one, which tells you how dirty it was and how many times I empty the bucket of water. It was so gross, so disgusting. I know it won't be perfect. I think the water can drip in between the double windows, but it looks so much cleaner right now, and I actually can see my street, which once again I can't show you, but it is insane. I see clearly now, just like the song. The rain's gone. So I'm gonna switch the laundry because this is done, since this took half an hour, and then I will do this one, and the one in the living room I'll do another day. I have so much fun now on Saturday night. I mean, I could go out, but that would not be as fun as cleaning my windows. Let's just say it. I'm so glad I don't have a social nightlife. We are the next weekend. This is phase 2 of spring cleaning the apartment, doing an early summer reset. As you could tell from the last videos, we went to the beach last Sunday, so there was no way I could finish this video. Also, things needed to dry. We are now Memorial Day weekend. I finished the previous video yesterday, and I'm planning on finishing this one today. Unfortunately, I'm losing my voice, so let's see how much I can speak in this video because I've been feeling pretty sick. I just want the apartment to be done and to be clean before going back to work. The couch, as you can tell, it's still bare. So the couch covers are clean as well as the pillow covers. We're gonna put everything back right now. That was a workout, but I am really happy with the results. For a 3-year white couch with a pet, it's not that bad. Also because I've been covering it all of the time, but even the pillows, they got definitely whiter, even though I didn't whiten them with that powder because again, this is ivory and I was afraid that it would be too different from the frame. So next thing is the pillow covers. I have been living with feathers all around my apartment for the last week. It definitely makes a mess. So I'm gonna try to keep it at a minimal. So much better. My couch looks almost like new. Sure, it's been 3 years, but it's not that bad. I have missed those pillows on the couch. I've been using my bed pillows when I watch TVs. Someone is eyeing me right now, about to fall asleep, so I know that as soon as I get up of this couch, he's gonna take the opportunity to nap over here. So I'm gonna put that blanket down and I'm gonna put the white blanket to whiten in my tub right now. Okay, at least it's protected. Now that my couch is so clean and so white, I can definitely tell how gray that blanket has gotten. So let's see, I don't think an hour, as it says on the box, is going to be enough. I might just leave it a few hours or maybe even overnight. I'll see. Right now it's 1:30, so let's see what it looks like in an hour and then we'll just take it from there. But now I'm about to do another thing that is going to be so satisfying because I did the bedroom windows. I'm gonna do the living room ones. So once again, I am scared that those windows, as soon as I get out of their pockets, are not gonna fully go back in. But this is a risk I am willing to take in order to feel as good as I feel in my bedroom, in my living room, because I cannot stop looking through the window. I'm a concierge. I love it. There are feathers everywhere, and since I'm gonna have to wash the blanket in the washing machine, I'm most likely going to wash this as well, you know? Might take the opportunity to do so. Put me in another dimension, got me falling in this connection. Who would have thought I could ever feel this? Fell for you so intensely. You give me every reason to dream. You give me the kind of calm I need. All my friends tell me it's too good to believe. Are you deceiving me? I fell too hard. I tumbled my heart, my walls crashed down. You fumbled and now I feel we've gone too far. But maybe it's not so bad. Wow, what a difference. I didn't film half part of the windows because you get it, I did it on the other side, I did it on this one, and I want it to be as fast as possible. The difference is insane. I think I see it way more on the other side because I see the street. Here, as you can tell, I only see the wall of the other building as well as a tree in between the buildings. So that is nice. I have a white wall and some greenery, but I do have to say now I really want those people to clean their walls because it's very dirty. I am judging because I can now. We're gonna keep on cracking. Harrison just woke up from his nap. He actually slept the entire time on the bed. And I'm glad that he woke up from his nap because I do need to vacuum the bed frame. I did put my beddings back in, but I completely forgot to vacuum the bed frame and all around it. So we're gonna do that right now. Such a productive day, I'm telling you. I love that little Dyson vacuum. I think it's the Boat or NL, I don't remember. I'll put the reference. It works really well, and if you know, you know, I didn't pay for it. The neighbors just left it behind because it is a little bit broken and the battery doesn't last very long, but it still picks up a lot of things, and I cannot believe how much was on my bed frame. My mattress cover, I also washed it last week, so the bed is fresh completely. Now, what's the plan of action? So there are two big stuff that I want to do, but I don't think I'll have time for that. I keep hearing people, while I was cleaning the window, going down to use the big washing machines. So Harrison's toys and blankets, as well as a bunch of things that I have, will have to wait. I'm also about to lose sunlight in this room. So the big things I want to do right now, I need sunlight to do it and to see the difference. So I'll keep it for part 3.
For now, I think we are gonna do, I say we like you're helping, but you know, you're there mentally. But I will keep on doing the regular cleaning of dusting and doing the mirrors, the broom, the vacuum, and the mop. I'm gonna give myself an hour in order to do the regular cleaning.
Weekend number 3. To be honest, I started this video a month ago. That's how long it took me to do that spring cleaning summer reset. I kind of lost the plot, I'm not gonna lie. I am tired, I want to edit this video, I want to publish it. I am bored of it now. Hopefully you're not bored of it while you're watching it and it just motivated you to do the same. Don't take a month to do it though, but life has been busy and I'm trying to record, which I feel is also slowing me down because it shouldn't take you that long to clean your apartment. I hope you enjoy hanging out with me, and if you're still here, big shout to you because I clearly lost the plot. Remember, I tried to do something fun and creative and different from what I do usually. The last time I vlogged, I forgot about them, but I got the list back, and let me tell you, I did kind of a lot on that list. Like the couch is completely clean, the bed completely done, and to be honest, I washed and changed the sheets 3 times since then. The AC has been installed. It is so hot right now. The feel is 38 degrees Celsius, and yeah, Harrison's really happy. I'm really happy. I think I am fully American now. I cannot live without AC in the summer. The windows, fully clean. Also, I shared with you my new tables, which I found right outside the building. So yeah, since I started this video, I already filmed and edited and published 2 other ones. One was at the beach, the other one was about a new table and a fun Sunday. So hopefully this is the one you're seeing now right after that. I am locking in this weekend. It's beautiful outside, way too hot, but I'm locking in for you, for me. I really want to feel accomplished, so this video needs to end. To be fair, when I did this list, it was kind of everything, but I really want to focus on the items that I haven't cleaned in a while. Like, sure, my bed, I wash my sheets frequently, but I really wanted to refresh it with the mattress, with the pillows. I actually did clean the pillows as well as the duvet. So that was something that I didn't do on camera, and the couch really needed a big clean. Now I have 2 big things I want to focus on. First, I want to use my green little machine and see if it's worth it. And I also need to do some washing downstairs. So hopefully the washing machine is free while I go there. And it's mainly Harrison's toys and blankets. So enough talking. I am finishing up filming this video today. I'm determined. I'm a little delusional. As you could probably tell by my outfit, it doesn't look like anything, but it's okay because we're gonna clean and those sunglasses gotta go. So while I have energy, let's do that. And if you do remember, a big thing I really wanted to do is whiten this blanket that has been on my couch since I got it, and mission accomplished. It is so different. The gray is gone and it's full back to ivory, so I could not be happier about that. That little powder, next time I go to France, I'm definitely rebuying it. The couch looks amazing right now. This is your sign that you can have a pet while having white furniture. It is a little stressful, I'm not gonna lie. So yeah, I wish you could see the difference, but the lighting keeps being so different every time I record. That blanket went from gray to white so quickly. I mean, I say quickly, I ended up leaving it in my tub with that little whitening powder for, I want to say almost 24 hours before I rewash it. Without further ado, let's install this blanket back on the couch and be done with it. We can scratch it off the list. that chair to have it here, so I don't really care about the mess. I also need to go around it. This chair, I got it from someone I knew, so it was definitely in a household when I knew that it was safe, you know, no bed bugs. But as you can tell, it's definitely stained. I want to try to see if I can make a difference for that, because what I've been doing is just vacuuming it, and I've been hiding this spot with a blanket. So let's see if that green machine is making a difference, if it actually works. I have my doubts on this. I've seen both reviews online, and my friend wasn't very convinced about that machine, which is why she gave it to me. So first I'm gonna Dyson it, vacuum all the hair, and then we'll put that machine to work. This is the formula that my friend gave me that I'm gonna use. It's supposed to remove stain. Let's see, because maybe the problem is not the machine, but actually the formula. They say to put it until here, there's a little marker, and then that much water. I'm gonna do it in the bathroom as to limit the mess over here. I filled this part, and this should be where the dirty water and satisfying output should be. I'm not gonna be able to talk while I do it because it is super loud, like this. There's a little thing here that's supposed to be spraying through this, and then this is supposed to be the suction part and also the brush. How much fun are we having on this channel? It cannot be always at the beach or in Central Park, okay? It needs to be adulting and responsibility, and you told me you wanted to see it all, so I'm trying to share as much as I can. Enough talking, more scrubbing. This chair is done. Now it's so wet that it needs to dry. I am not completely convinced that it removed the stain because I can still see the yellowish, you know, around here. I used even like carpet spot remover that I've used on my carpet before that works so well, but I don't know. The solution is Febreze lavender, so it does smells like refresh. Now about cleaning it, let's check the solution. It looks like it's still clear. What came out of it, like I was expecting the water to be gross and dirty, but it still looks clear. So I don't know, I'll empty it and I'll check it. As you can tell, it's not that dirty over here, as I'm pretty sure this chair has never been cleaned before. I was expecting a little bit more, but I think maybe it's not as dirty. So we're gonna empty this. Something though that I think might be gross. Yes, I am looking for gross water. I want this to be so gross to have that satisfaction of cleaning that I think I'm gonna try Harrison's bed. I was planning on putting it in the washing machine, but let's try to go through the green machine instead. Oh my god, guys, I am so stupid. I emptied the clean formula and just realized it once everything was down the drain. This shows how I live my life. I make so many mistakes, but I laugh about it because it makes it for an exceptional life. I'm not gonna lie, it's entertaining. Let's look at how dirty that chair is now. I really need to be finished with this video. Now we see how dirty that chair was. Okay, that's gross. All right, that was very stupid because I wasted a third of that trunk that was clean. I refilled it, and now I think we're gonna clean Harrison's bed, and I'm sure the water is gonna be gross because I haven't washed this bed this year yet, and we're in June. So sorry, Harrison. Little Dyson, let's go. I definitely did my workout. I scrubbed this thing like crazy, so I know and I can see the water is gross, but at least I know it works. This is so disgusting. This was absolutely disgusting. It was so filthy and I am so ashamed that I put my glasses back on. I did not expect that little machine to grab so much dirt. To be honest, while I'm doing it, especially the bed, I was thinking this would be just as cleaned if I was throwing it in the washing machine. I didn't show you, but I also removed some spots on one of my carpets. They're going in the washing machines. They fit in there. I'm gonna wait for both of those items to dry. What you saw going down my sink is definitely the test. It definitely works. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go throw Harrison's towels and toys in the wash. Do you understand why I'm so scared of coming here to do my laundry? It is terrifying, and yeah, you can hear whatever mouse or rat screaming in the background, and definitely scared of the cockroaches jumping on me. But also the most scary part is that door that is open right there, and you feel like any sorts of animals could jump on you. It's Stranger Things down here. Let's get out. It feels so fresh, like the big items I wanted to be cleaned feel great now. I still need to do my regular cleaning, and this I would not do it on camera. This is the downside of taking so long to film a video, is that I constantly had to re-clean my apartment in between, but I'm really happy that those big items that were on my list are clean. Actually, definitely say living room chair is done and Harrison's bed is done. This was great. This was very productive. I hope you enjoyed these cleaning videos. I hope it motivated you and didn't tire you, because part of me watching this video back, I wondered if I even was publishing this video, because I'm like, is this too boring? And maybe this will find its perfect audience if it isn't you. If you've been through the entirety of this video and you're still here, congratulations and wow. Thank you so much for watching. Go Knicks! Go France, it's the World Cup, the Knicks are playing tonight and I'll be sure to watch it. And then France is playing, so it's a lot of fun things happening in the city right now, and you can feel the energy in New York City being uplifted, which is exactly what we need, especially at the beginning of summer. We're all ready to enjoy our lives. I hope you're doing well, I hope you're cleaning, and I hope you live in a fresh apartment. I'll see you soon. I'll see you next week. Ciao. It is beginning of... I would like to we're gonna before I go no I like to be hot,
Rocking those ones.
half it. I would like Harrison's laundry with I mean in advance. Oops, wow, pretty together. Want that and well, hell, please. And I know I am fit actually, yeah. So to do. Ciao.